So my name is Gabriela and I'm from the Polish Book Institute. And today I would like to tell you about the Bookstart project of the Polish Book Institute, realized in the frame of the social campaign Small Book, Great Man. And I will focus on two main topics. The first one is our cooperation with more than 360 state hospitals throughout Poland, where we distribute our reading packets for newborn babies and their parents. And the second one is our cooperation with 4,200 public libraries in Poland, which help us run projects for preschoolers. And so we can start about our social campaign, only a few words about it. So in December 2017, the Polish Book Institute started the social campaign Small Book, Great Man, which teaches about the benefits of reading together in family from the first month of child's life. The social campaign presents on television, radio, press, and in public spaces. And it also has a strong social media presence on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And we also run a website with materials for parents and librarians. Every year, our campaign has special ambassadors like famous people as actors, journalists, singers who support our activities and promote reading with us. All campaign and Bookstart programs are fully financed by the Ministry of Culture and National Heritage and run nationwide. The campaign Small Book Great Man is going to have 3 levels. And the first one is dedicated to newborn babies. And every young parent in maternity wards receive unique reading layout, which contain the book First Poems 4. You can see some pictures from this book. And the book about the role of reading in child's life. We distribute about 30,000 books a month in more than 360 hospitals throughout Poland. And it is about 95–96% of all state hospitals in Poland. Since the beginning of the project, we have distributed about 800,000 of reading packs. And every year we spend about 500,000 euros for this project and about 700,000 for the social campaign. Okay, some more pictures from the book. And when we started thinking about how to implement the first Bookstart project for newborn babies and their parents, we knew that one of the biggest challenges would be the method of distribution of these packets. From the beginning, we wanted to organize our program on a nationwide scale and reach 30,000 children every month. So the scale was quite big. We mainly considered 2 options: distribution thanks to healthcare, or registry offices where all parents in Poland have to register newborns a few days after their birth. The second option was difficult for us because offices usually don't have enough space to keep reading packets for a whole year and to give them to parents. We decided that the books would be distributed to parents in hospitals, but it was very difficult to establish direct cooperation with health service. As in the case of registry offices, the biggest problem was the lack of space for storing packages and staff responsible for this kind of activities with parents. It is important to mention that in Poland, we don't have regular meeting at homes with health visitors as it is in England. So we couldn't implement the model similar, that model invented by Book Trust. Parents of newborn babies have only 1 visit of midwife in the first month of child's life, but she is not trained to talk about developing child's competence through literature, and she does not have opportunities to keep and take reading packets. Now in Poland, we have also a new foundation, which is responsible for organizing some activities like workshops, trainings, lectures for doctors and midwives to encourage them to talk to parents about importance of reading in child's development. For example, there's a project, a book on prescription, based on the concept that doctors tell about benefits of reading and try to prescribe, some reading advice. And this activity is very interesting and important, and we think that it will be very valuable for us. But now it's not organized in nationwide scale. So we think that we still need more and more time to cooperate successfully with healthcare in the term of support for reading practices. So we have a lot of problems at the beginning, but finally we decided to distribute our reading layette through the private company responsible for delivering boxes for parents. There are boxes containing some kind of samples of cosmetics, supplements for mothers, helpsel books, and so on. The largest company on the Polish book market, named Pelargos, was selected in the tender, and we have been cooperating with them from 2017. Now company reaches more than 360 state hospitals in Poland, which constitute about 96% of all hospitals and maternity wards. The company is responsible for both the storage of our materials and also for distribution. Our reading packet, which include the book First Poems for and the booklet for parents, is a part of a big box with other products for parents, and it's given to them in the moment they leave hospital. On the picture, you can see this kind of box, so it's full of a lot of different kind of samples, and also our book and booklet. And we are very pleased with the cooperation with the company because it's competent, timely, has a very wide range. It was very important for us to reach to almost all children in Poland. And parents are usually satisfied with the materials they receive. A lot of parents claim that our book is for them the most valuable thing in the box because it's a complete, well-edited book, not a sample or brush like other products. It looks the same as book published and sold by the best Polish publishing houses. It is also worth to adding that it is the cheapest way of distribution for us. We pay for delivering one packet about 15 euro cents, and a regular average price for sending a pack of this size in Poland is like 2-3 euros. So it's a really cheap method of distribution. And now I'd like to tell you something about the next step of our campaign. The second level of this campaign is a project dedicated to children who start preschool education. And we realized this project in cooperation with 5,200 state libraries in Poland. And children can collect there some packets. After the success of pilot project, last year we started the campaign in nationwide scale, and we prepared 250,000 reading layette for children in the age from 3 to 6 years. And the reading layette include the book First Reading Book 4. You can see some pictures, and a little leader's library card. For each visit to library, resulting in borrowing at least one book from the child's book collection, the little readers will receive a sticker, and after having collection 10 of them, they will be honored with a personal certificate confirming their reading interest. And the most important thing for effective implementation of this project is our close cooperation with librarians. In 2018, we organized pilot project and we cooperated with 3,500 libraries across the country. And in 2019, we cooperated with more than 5,200 state libraries in Poland. And it's like 70% of all Polish libraries. So the scale is also quite big, and next year we would like to reach all Polish libraries. The project is completely free for libraries. We started organization this project with preparing a big database with contacts to libraries and send them invitation to participate in the project, because the project is free and librarians have to want to join to the project. And when we received the forms of confirmation and signed the official agreements, we ask our librarians about their needs, like number of children in the area and also the number of branches. And within the tender, we rank the company responsible for the distribution, promotion materials, and reading layouts to libraries. And through the project, we still keep regular contact with librarians, commitment to project. We supply them with instruction how to run the project in their institution and about current press information, support materials. It's very important for us to be with regular contact with them. They can write on emails, call us, a lot of form of contacts. And every 2 months, we ask them for the feedback and the reports about the number of reading packets and diplomas given to children. And also for some photos, some materials, we would like to always share these materials on our website, social media, and so on. And also on our page, the librarian can find useful materials which can help them run the project successfully. And I have to claim that the librarians love our project because it's very easy for us to convince them to participate because it's free and there's a lot of benefits for librarians. For example, that's a good opportunity for them to attract new and faithful leaders, preschoolers as well as their parents. And in the first 3 months of the project, 130,000 children collect their reading packets, and 50% of them was for us the new readers, the children who visited the library for the first time. So I think it's a big success of our institution and also our cooperation with librarians. We are especially happy with these new readers. And now we are planning the second stage of this project, and it's going to be dedicated to children who start education in primary school. And we're going to prepare a special book for them, special materials. And of course, the big challenge of this step is also a way of distribution and collaboration with schools. So I hope next time I will have new ideas to share with you about it. Yeah, we are going to start this project in autumn this year. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. And if you have some question, of course, you can ask me.
Okay, thank you, Gabriela. I received one question from Dan. Dan, can you ask your question?
Yes. Hi, hello. Thank you very much for your presentation. It was very insightful. Maybe a stupid question. Maybe it's just a matter of translation, but the project is called Small Book, Great Man. Is it directed at boys, or is there also
no, it's kind of a translation. It's a
okay.
human, great human.
Okay.
In Polish, we also use, the word, not the word great, but big, because in Polish, big has 2 meanings, like big in size and also big in the meaning of great. And some kind of opposite between small book and big and great, great human, great man. Yeah.
Okay, because we do have some projects that are directed at boys in reading, but it's good to know. Okay.
Yeah. Of course, boys are important for us because also in Poland, less boys than girls read books, but the campaign is for both girls and boys.
Okay, okay. And then the financial part, you said you spent 500,000 euros and 700,000 for the social campaign.
Yes, and also 500,000 for the project for preschoolers. So
okay,
yeah.
And what can you define what you mean by the social campaign? What that is about?
Yeah, it's advertising in the media, in social media, in traditional media, some events for children and for parents, some posters and city lights on bus stops and so on. So yeah, so some kind of promotion of this project, and also the habits of reading, the ideas of reading to children, not only the book and the bookstore project.
Great, thank you.
Okay, then Inga, you had a question as well?
Yes, hello. My question is, how many babies are born in Poland every year?
It's like 360,000 newborns in Poland every year. Now it's a little bit more, like 400,000, I think, because it's in progress.
Okay, are there any more questions? I didn't receive any, but maybe someone has a question right now. If not,
hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Lawrence, yes.
Yes, yes.
Did you have a question?
Yes, I have. Gabriela, thank you very much for the presentation. It was very informative, and I just, the question really is related to the take up of the program on for the library service.
Yes.
Are you finding that the libraries have more children engaged with the library since your program started? In other words, I think you said something about 50%.
Yes, yes.
Could you please, because in Ireland, I think we have a situation where perhaps maybe only between 20 and 30% of people use the library service, you know?
Okay. Yes, because when children go to library to collect their reading packet, they have to sign to library. And as I told you, in 3 months of our project, we have like 130,000 of children in library, but 50% of them was completely new readers, completely new visitors of library, and we know that because they have to sign to the library.
Yes. But because of the scheme, has that increased the usage of libraries with children, I guess? Would you have those 50% anyway?
Yeah. I think I don't understand you. Can you?
What percentage of children use the library service before the program started?
In whole Poland.
Did the program increase the percentage of children who?
I think it depends on the region. It's usually like 40% of all Polish children. 40.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
But it depends on the region, because children usually join to two kinds of libraries: a state public libraries, and also when they start education in school, they have school libraries. So yeah.
So hypothetically, if we said that a particular library had 1,000 children, 500 of those children would use the service or would sign up. That'd be correct. That would be roughly on average what would happen. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because it strikes me that it makes the service quite cheap then, because you don't have to put in 100% of the books. You know, if you understand what I mean. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ruth-Anne, you also had a little question?
Yes, please. And also, Gabriela, thank you so much for such a clear presentation. It's really fascinating to hear what you're doing there. I was just really interested in the point that you made about parent feedback in the hospitals on the packs that you're giving to them. And I wondered, in those difficult moments where parents have just had babies in hospitals and have all those things going on about feeding and health monitoring, how do you have that feedback conversation with parents? Have you done that at all?
Yes, we cooperate with this company which is responsible for distributing materials, and they have a lot of also different activities, like newsletters. They are responsible also for contact with families. They prepare some materials for them, some information, newsletter, and so on. And once a year, we try to make some researches by means of this company. And we prepared some, form for parents to ask them some questions. And after that, we have some kind of feedback. And also we try to organize a lot of events for parents. and we have opportunity to contact with them, to talk with them, to have some kind of feedback. But we usually try to do some kind of researches with this company, because they have contact to almost all parents they give packets.
Mm-hmm. And have they done that actually in the hospital? Have they given that letter in the hospital setting?
Yes, they have some kind of form when parents can write down their emails to have more information.
Right.
And then they have some kind of database with emails, and they can contact with parents and have some information and some feedback about our book.
Great, thank you.
Okay, anyone else has a question? If not, we can proceed to the next presentation.